It's Week 17 of the 2024 season. And coming up, we'll see Kenneth Walker. He comes into this one second in the league in rushing with an eye on becoming #1. It's the Seahawks and the Bears on Sunday night.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We are bundled up. This should be a fun one. So glad you're with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. Greg, we love watching and calling snow games, but you played in weather like this. What's it like?
Oh, man, there is nothing better. Kind of brings you back to your roots of having a snow day, a day off of school, and just get all your buddies in the neighborhood and just go play outside. But in all seriousness, it actually really benefits the offense. I mean, people always are questioning the passing game and whatnot. The offense knows where they're going. It's on the defense to react, and that's where the footing and that's where the snow really...
All right, just about set for football. The crowd is definitely ready. So are we. Off we go on EA Sports. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line. The Bears come out with their quarterback, Caleb Williams. All of Chicago hoping this is the man who can finally answer that long search for a franchise quarterback for the Bears. Won the Heisman. He's the #1 overall pick in this past year's draft.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball, it's going to be a tough group to match up with.
They'll come up here on 2nd down and 5. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Over the middle, that's Komet. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10. Here's Williams now to throw. And unable to connect there. It's incomplete.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
A throw over the middle, and they can't connect. It's incomplete. So, after 2 straight incompletions, here's 3rd and 10. Williams to the air once more. He'll try and get there on the ground. And Williams hit the deck there, but after he picked up the 1st down.
There was a lot of questions surrounding this quarterback about whether his style of play from college would transfer to the NFL game. Well, his ability to create with his legs certainly has here today. We see it with his ability to escape pressure out of the pocket, and he's able to pick up the 1st down.
He's able to get away from one man, but those reinforcements, they got there quick.
Offside.
Take him down behind the line.
Still 1st down.
So a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Throwing is Williams. And that ball incomplete.
You can't fault the quarterback on this one, Mike. He really didn't even have much of an opportunity. By the time he hit the top of his drop and got his eyes downfield, the defense was all over him, and he really had no choice but to just get that ball out of his hand and live to play another snap.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Contact up front. Did they get one of the defenders to jump?
Encroachment defense. Automatic 1st down.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams Now a deep ball toward the end zone. Lead to a second down. Off play action. Here's Williams. He's going to keep it himself.
Quarterback does a nice job here sensing the pressure pretty quickly. Realizes he doesn't have a ton of time to operate from within the pocket. Decides to tuck the ball and rely on his legs. He's able to pick up a positive play.
That's caught. It's the tight end, Komet. And they'll mark him out at the 8. But it is enough to set up first and goal. They'll run with Swift. They'll come up with nothing there. Fortunate just to get back to the line. And that'll set up second and goal. One more time, they try Swift. And he's in for the touchdown. But hold everything. There is a marker down. These points may come off the board.
Holding offense.
So holding is the call. And take that touchdown off the board. Another run here. Another run by Swift. And he'll get this down to the 14-yard line. Third and goal. And now things are going to get more difficult. Movement up front. Going to move them further back.
Offense.
Last two runs go nowhere and sets up third and very long. That's to the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Keenan Allen on that one. And now it's fourth and goal. On now, it's Cairo Santos for the field goal. Officially, it's a 36-yard attempt. Through the falling snow, the kick is good. And the Bears will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. But that's a good 3 points to start this game.
The Seahawks come on, and that means it's Geno Smith. What a story he's been. Real turnaround here in his 12th year now in the NFL. Came out to Seattle, backed up Russell Wilson the last 3 years. Greg, he has been the starter, and he runs this Seattle offense now.
If his preparation for this game is any indication of how he's going to perform today, Mike, they're going to be hard to beat. He played really well last week, but when we talked to his coaches, they told us, they're like, he has lived here all week. He has taken his level of play even up another notch, and if he can continue to operate this system, continue to get all of his weapons involved, this leadership, this ability to lead by example, it's going to rub off on the rest of this offense. I think they're going to have a good chance of changing from last week's loss to coming away today with a victory.
Whole lot of extra muscle over there on the left side for this 1st and 10. They go play action with Smith. In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Montez Sweat that time fights his way in to record the sack. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long. From the gun, it's Geno. Complete to the former Buckeye, Jackson Smith-Njigba. And he'll be very close to a first down. Won't quite have enough, but now a much more advantageous spot. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Got it with Smith-Njigba. A pickup of 12 yards. First down, Seattle.
Mike, I think we make so much of all these fancy routes, right? The selling, the head fakes, getting in and out of the break. And while that's really important to create separation, that's really more of a man beater. That's when teams want to just play you one-on-one and you have to beat the defender. Against zone defense, like we saw here, it's a lot more simpler. Understand the concept of the play, understand where the holes in the defense are, and get there and be friendly to the quarterback. And if you're open, stay open. That's NFL route running. That's what the best guys do.
This opening drive, it has been a whirl. Can they put the finishing touches on?
Well, it was clear early on, Mike, that this defense was expecting the pass. And after matching all the receivers in the end zone, this quarterback realized quickly it was his legs that he was going to need to rely on to get the ball across the goal line.
Myers, good on the extra point. And the Seahawks move out to a 7-3 lead. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Velus Jones now on the return. And their drive will begin at the 30-yard line. Out comes Caleb Williams and the rest of this Bears offense. And he's been a real threat in the red zone and beyond. Take a look at the NFL leaders in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback. This drive will begin with a run by Swift. And he shows off a little footwork, winding his way for a run of 8. He'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now a toss, left side, it's Swift. And he'll take this one forward for about 3, and that's a first down. Give up the middle with Swift. And he's going to be stopped in his tracks. He'll lose a couple of yards on that one.
I'm not sure if there's anything more enjoyable for a football player than playing a game in the snow. And something for us to keep in mind throughout the rest of the day is typically the advantage is in the favor of the offense. You know where you're going. You know where the cuts are going to come. The defense has to react to you. Can they find a way to take advantage?
They come to the line needing 11 here on 3rd down. Williams. Pass pulled in by Herbert. And he'll be stopped short of a first down, and that will necessitate a call to the punt team. It's 4th down.
When you throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you're relying heavily on the yards after the catch. So give credit to the defense here. Once the ball carrier had the ball, multiple guys around him, corralled him, take him down short of the sticks.
The Seahawks offense ready to take over for their 2nd possession. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. Nice gain on 1st down, but the penalty flags come in. And the question now, will the play stand? They'll motion over Metcalf. From the shotgun, Smith. A throw here, right side, falls incomplete. He was seeking the veteran Tyler Lockett there, and it'll bring up 2nd down. From the pistol, Smith. That's caught. It's Kenneth Walker. And he's not going to be able to get away. Very good coverage on the perimeter. It goes down as a loss of yards.
To play corner in this league, Mike, you have to have great reactions and instincts. In this case, he trusts those instincts from the jump, and he's able to send the offense going backwards as a result.
So we are through 1 on Sunday Night Football. It's the Seahawks with the early lead. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Third and long. Working out of the gun, Smith. And this drive is over before it can start. He's swallowed up to force 4th down.
Sometimes, Mike, your greatest strength can also be a little bit of your weakness. In this case, he is so used to being able to buy more time with his feet, extend the play, give his targets more time downfield to uncover. In this case, nothing materializes, tried to do too much, and as a result, takes a big loss.
So it's fourth down. The Seahawks send out the Aussie Michael Dixon to punt. Velus Jones back deep. This will be returned from the other side of midfield. And it's a good return here, able to take it across the 50, set up the offense with a short field. So out comes the Chicago offense as they get set to take over once more. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. He runs with it, and he'll gain yardage and able to get down at the end of the play. Here's 2nd and 2. On the bootleg, it's Williams. They'll be forced to just throw that one away. It's incomplete.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
They'll try to run for it. It's Swift. And he's going to have a Bears first down by a couple of yards as they convert on 3rd and 3. They'll go again with Swift, and he surges forward for a gain of about 5. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got his man. Allen with the connection. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Down at the 12. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Williams. And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Williams. To the left side. He's got Komet. And that'll go for a gain of 7. And it's going to set up 3rd down. To throw it again. It's Williams. He's in. Keenan Allen. Touchdown Bears. That's his 8th touchdown of the season. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. Through the snowflakes. This one good. And the Bears are on top. It's now 10-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Laviska Shenault. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. And he continues to be a thorn in the side of defenses trying to stop him. Currently 2nd in the NFL in rushing. Play action now. It's Geno. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. They'll run it for the first time. Here comes Zach Charbonnet. He'll be brought down. It was a nice pickup, but a penalty flag on the play.
Offense. Early
indications of a hold. An enviable spot to operate from. Here's 2nd and inches. Smith. This one is complete to DK Metcalf. That will make 3rd down a little more manageable. Good yardage gained on that one. Off the play fake. Smith. Oh, he's going to be bottled up and taken down. They got him.
I think the most frustrating element to all of this is when you look downfield, there's guys open. There's plays to be made downfield in the passing game, but quite frankly, the pass protection has just been so bad that they haven't been able to take advantage of any of it.
On the return is Jones. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And that's where the offense will take over. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And a short pickup past the 25. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Here's a 2nd and 9. First carry now for Khalil Herbert. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up 3rd down.
That's a gain of 6. Brings up 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for it with Herbert.
Khalil Herbert, the ball carrier. He's tackled at the 34-yard line. A 2-yard gain. It's 4th down.
Here's Torrey Taylor now. He'll punt for the 2nd time, looking to hit another good one. And that is good coverage by the punt team as they meet him and bring him down. Out comes the Seattle offense as they get ready for their next possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Walker to start the drive. And he'll work this out to the 23. Jaquan Brisker there to bring him down. Now after the run, we get a stoppage for an injured player. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. A 2nd down throw for Smith. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down. Here's Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete.
That has to be a disappointing end to this drive. Just think, when they took the field on this possession, Mike, they're thinking they got a shot to go down there and take the lead, but they couldn't even get to midfield, let alone the end zone. If they end up getting another shot before halftime, they've got to find a way to have better execution than they did right here.
The Bears offense starting to trot out for this next possession. They'll have very good starting field position as they set up past the 40. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. No one open. He'll drop it to his running back. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down. Following the completion, we'll get a stoppage here for an injured player. They'll work now on 2nd and 4. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Cross right side to the tight end, Komet. He's going to be out of bounds, but he's got the 1st down. A pickup of 8. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he'll say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up 2nd down. Here's a designed run. He's going nowhere. Going to lose yardage on that play.
The reason teams love calling the quarterback's number on design quarterback runs, Mike, is because in the blocking scheme, you gain one additional blocker. It didn't matter here. The defense was ready for it, and they're able to bring the quarterback down for a loss. It's pretty remarkable at this stage, Mike, that they're even winning this game. I mean, anytime a quarterback is completing less than 50% of his throws, you just don't see that very often, and it just seems like time and time again, this quarterback and his intended targets, they're just not on the same page.
The Seahawks offense ready for this next possession. They'll begin with first down from their own 11. Now Smith. That's to the former Patriot, Pharaoh Brown. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on first down. They'll come up now for second down and 4. From the gun, it's Gino. Throw to the sideline. Well done. Good job with the feet. Stays in bounds. It looks like, and yes, they do, have the first down. From the shotgun, it's Smith. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. First run of the game here with Zach Charbonnet. And he'll get them 5 yards closer, but now third down coming up. Throwing is Smith. And this ball incomplete on third down.
The biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. And sometimes he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. Question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
The Bears offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll try to establish some tempo as they start this one with first and 10. On the ground, it's Herbert to start the drive. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. Here's a second and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Herbert. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Well, there's not a whole lot of fancy going on here, Mike. This is just kind of old school, line up and run smash mouth football. It's exactly what they did, but it still ends up in a big gain, and he picks up the first down.
2 minutes to play in the first half of a 3-point game. We'll come back to Soldier Field following this. Williams going to look to throw it on first down. He's going to run it. And he's all the way down to the 15-yard line.
The challenge of defending a dual-threat quarterback in the NFL, Mike, is that you just don't see them week in and week out, maybe like you do in college. So in this case, you defend everything perfectly downfield, but it's hard to account for a quarterback who can run. He escapes the pressure, tucks it down himself, and he picks up a big gain.
Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start.
Neutral zone infraction, defense.
Still first down.
Here's Williams now to throw. This one caught at the 4. And this drive's going to continue. He's taken down, but they are set up with first and goal. To throw is Williams. That's going to be intercepted. into space. And the Seahawks have excellent field position as they take over right at midfield.
It's not often, Mike, that everything breaks right for this type of return off of an interception. But, boy, is it beautiful when it does. I mean, look at the defenders just flip around and become blockers, trying to spring their guy to the house. Great athleticism, some great moves on his part. I mean, he's going to have some of his offensive teammates looking over their shoulder for their position.
The Seahawks offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. And he slides and covers up at the end, avoids the hit, and picked up decent yardage along the way. On second down, Smith. He'll run again. Timeout Seahawks. That is their second. And the stoppage comes with 23 seconds left on the first half clock. First and 10 now from the 36. From the shotgun, Smith. Get that one to Charbonnet, complete. And he will not get away. Terrific open field tackle. Gets him down behind the line. Now Seattle will use the final timeout.
I think this play is a direct result of his film study. He knew exactly where that ball was going before the play was snapped, and that play recognition, man, it separates a lot of guys in this league and results in a negative play.
Oh, he pulled it a bit, and that pass is left to the upright. It's no good. And this is going to remain a 3-point game.
Man, that would have been such a nice boost for this group going into halftime. The snap was good. The hold was good. He just couldn't quite get it through the uprights.
Here's Williams on first and 10. And he'll let it go deep for Johnson. That's going to be incomplete. They took a shot on the final play. Prayer not answered. And that is how this first half will come to an end.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. More from you and a big tight end momentarily. But first, let's give everyone a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll begin up in the Steel City, Acrisure Stadium in Pittsburgh, where it was definitely a game with some intrigue, as you can see by the scoreline. Hollywood Marquise Brown leading the way with 3 touchdown catches. We'll stay in the AFC North as we head over to Cincinnati to check on the Bengals at home at Paycor Stadium. And they were winners in that one as they take care of the visiting Denver Broncos. Zach Moss. What a game. 3 touchdown runs in the victory. And one more to highlight. A good one on Monday Night Football between the Detroit Lions and the San Francisco 49ers. In the first half, it was the rookie from USC, Caleb Williams, who was looking the part. He connected on a touchdown pass in that first half, and that's a big part of why his guys lead at the break.
All right, Coach, thank you. The snow continuing to fall as we ready ourselves for the second half to follow. Here comes D. Eskridge on the return. Now an opening past the 30. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get going again. They'll have it first in this third quarter. This one has been tight so far. A field goal separating the two sides as this drive kicks off with first and 10.
Nice job here by the defense. Did a good job just covering up everything for the most part. So once this ball was caught, really didn't have much of a choice but to just head out of bounds and pick up a modest gain.
Throwing on second down. Smith. There's a throw right side. It's going to be incomplete. 3rd and 5. Back is Smith. They'll set up the screen to Charbonnet. Good-looking screen play there. A gain of 11 and a first down.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And It wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the ball down, a quick underneath completion, and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down. Smith will give it to Charbonnet. And he'll get maybe a yard. That's it. Stephon Gilmore up to make the play. Third down and 9. Smith in Jigba, the man in motion. From the gun on third down, Smith. And that is incomplete. Evan Byard, the veteran who's broken up a few passes in his day, gets to that one. The Seahawks sending out their punt team, as he'll come on to kick for the 5th time here tonight. The Bears offense getting ready for their opening possession of this second half. They'll start it here with a 1st and 10. Drive start here on the ground, and it's Herbert. And he'll take this forward for about 3. It's second down.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll send this one deep for Odunze. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
3rd down and 7.
On third down, it's Williams from the gun. And that is incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
The visitors' offense ready to take over once more. They'll start out 1st down and 10. Working out of the gun, Smith. This one into the hands of Smith and Jigba.
The drag route is certainly not the most complicated route on the route tree, but a really nice job there using the scheme to create separation. He did a really nice job there working across the middle of the field as he made himself open.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for this with Charbonnet. The defense all over that. Met him in the backfield, stopped in his tracks. It sets up 4th down.
The idea here for this offense is you're not really thinking necessarily touchdown. You're thinking 1st down. Let's get a fresh set of downs here and reset. But in this case, they suffer a loss, and it brings up 4th down.
And he's going to be brought down after a short return. And that's where his team will get possession of the football. The Bears offense ready to get back at it. They lead by a field goal as they go to work with a 1st and 10. A play fake. Now Williams. He finds Johnson across the field. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
These wide outside the number throws, this is where a quarterback really gets to show off his arm strength and arm talent. This puts a ton of pressure on the defense because now they say, all right, we have to defend every single blade of grass.
Here's 1st and 10. Williams. His throw on 1st down is going to be incomplete.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
3rd and 9. Williams. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down. Now, following that sack, we have a player who was injured. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. The Bears send out their punt team. The visitors' offense headed back to take over once more. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Starting this drive on the ground, here comes Charbonnet. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Tremaine Edmonds there to make the play. Now, following the run, one of the offensive linemen leading the way is a bit shaken up. They'll come up on a 2nd down and 8. They'll motion over Metcalf. A 2nd down throw for Smith. Oh, a lot of chances on that one. It was bouncing around, but it falls incomplete. Got to get it to the 30. Here comes 3rd down. Now, Gino. This is intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And he is going to bring this one back. A DB's dream. A pick-6 for touchdown. What a time for a pick-6 for the defense. As the other team is trying to get themselves right back in this one, the defense extends the margin with the pick-6.
Yeah, just a critical moment. You find yourself on defense, Mike, trying to hang on to this lead. And not only do you do that, you pick-6 them, and you're able to extend that lead.
Santos for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears will get out in front 17-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chenault. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense ready to get back to work. And, look, they've been out of sorts throughout, Greg. They haven't had any answer for this pass rush all game.
Yeah, and it's really showing up in the sacks and also just in their ability to prevent any yards, any completions. This has just been a dominant pass defense performance here, and everything starts with the rush. The quarterback's uncomfortable. The clock gets sped up. He's got guys in his face. It's a lot easier to play defensive back and in some of these coverage units when you know that ball's got to come out fast. And right now, they're teeing off and taking advantage of it.
Gino to throw. He finds Metcalf on the slant. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. 3rd and a yard. Charbonnet the back, and he goes straight ahead. And he will have the Seahawks 1st down. They're able to convert by plenty on that 3rd and 1. They'll go again here with Charbonnet. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's 2nd down. Here's Gino. This one finds Lockett down the left side. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
That is such a critical area on the field, Mike, between the hash marks and the numbers. Everyone wants to control the middle of the field. Every offense is targeting it. So what does the defense do? They really pack it. So for a quarterback to be able to put this ball out on the perimeter, it just really stresses these defenses, especially in their coverages.
The hole closes quickly. He'll pick up about 3. 2nd and 7. Play action now. It's Gino. The pressure gets there. He'll go down. There's a penalty flag down as well. This could very well be a hold. Work to do following the sack. It is 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Gino. This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
If they win this game, this pass rush is going to be a big reason why. The 5 sacks speak for itself, but their ability to disrupt the timing of this offense, that can't be overstated.
That's going to be out of bounds. Well judged and spotted right at the 10-yard line. The home team's offense getting set to get back to work. They'll have a long field ahead of them as they start 1st and 10. To the outside, complete to Johnson.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
On 2nd down, Herbert. And that'll give him a 1st down. Tackle made after the pickup of 3. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. So, 3 quarters now in the books. And Sunday Night Football continues after this. Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Pass pulled in by Herbert. A very nice open field tackle there. He could not get free and gains nothing. Here's a 3rd and 10. Throwing is Williams. This one taken in by Odunze. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Bears 1st down.
That might end up being the backbreaker right now. This defense desperately needed to get off the field and give their offense a chance to cut into this 2-score lead. But instead, they now got to defend a fresh set of downs. And as you look up at this clock, they might be running out of time.
Williams to the air once more. That's to Odunze again. And he'll be out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. A lot of terrific quarterbacks from Southern California, and here's another one. The rookie gets his team a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again, Williams. They'll go underneath to Komet on the screen. And he's close to another 1st down as he's brought down just shy of the marker. 2nd and a yard.
At the Seahawks 17-yard line.
This is an RPO, and quickly they'll hit Allen. And they'll mark him out at the 8, but it is enough to set up 1st and goal.
Complete to Keenan Allen. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
Here's Herbert. He is in. Khalil Herbert. Touchdown, Chicago. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
On is Santos for the PAT. His kick is good. And the Bears up their lead. It's now 24-7. So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chenault. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. Well, Seahawks offense ready to see what they can do with this next possession. The deficit is 17, so they got to start cutting into it soon. See if it starts here. 1st and 10. And he's going to go down yet again. He has been under fire all game long.
So after surrendering their 6th sack of the game, I looked down on the sideline, Mike, and found their offensive line coach. He grabbed his headset, removed it, and he slammed it on the ground.
This offensive line just has no answers right now. It's another sack.
This has been a masterful game plan defensively. I mean, not only have they found their mismatches and been able to exploit them, it's led to 7 sacks so far. I mean, even when the offense seems to make an adjustment, Mike, the defense just still seems to be one step ahead of them.
So, backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, Smith. And that is incomplete. DK Metcalf was the intended target. And it's going to lead to 4th down. Kicking time for the Seahawks. They'll punt this one away, as he's standing right around his own goal line. Now the return. And he'll be brought down. Short return. And they'll take over there. Now, following the punt return, we have an injured player on the field. Athletic training staff's going to take a look, but this is a problem late in the season. On 1st and 10, here's Herbert. Nice job finding the seam. Gain of about 9. Just a yard short of that 1st down. A good spot here. 2nd and a yard. Once again, it's Herbert. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. On 3rd and a yard, it's Williams. And that is incomplete.
Well, we all know the running joke, right, Mike? If this guy could catch, he'd be playing offense. And, well, I think that's kind of a joke for the past. These defensive players are incredible these days. That's just too easy. You've got to secure that interception for your defense and get off the field.
So that one going to land out of bounds, and the official's going to mark it right at the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense getting things in order as they trot out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Smith. Metcalf left side. He's got it. That's a nice pickup on a 1st down throw. It's a gain of 8. We'll come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Smith. And that one knocked away. It's incomplete. Here's 3rd and 2. To throw, here's Smith. And on 3rd down, that ball incomplete. Jackson, Smith, and Jigba, the intended receiver. And it's going to be 4th down. They'll go. Smith. That is incomplete. They took a chance throwing it on 4th and short, but not to be, and they'll turn it over on downs.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. They'll run straight ahead with Herbert. And that'll be a pickup of 3. They face 2nd down and 7.
brings up 2nd and 7.
That is left side and taken in by Allen. And they'll work this close to a first down, maybe just a tad short. They'll empty out the backfield as they come up for 3rd and a yard. On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. He's got the first down, not by a whole lot. Only gets 3. That's all he needed for a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 16-yard line.
On the ground is Herbert. And he will score. Khalil Herbert. Touchdown, Bears. He's got another one. His 2nd touchdown of the evening.
That's a heck of a run right there, and I can't tell you, Mike, how many running backs coaches I've heard over the years say, your responsibility with the ball is to make the first guy miss. We can't block everybody on the field. That's the role of a good running back, and you see it here. All it takes is one missed tackle to get this guy in space, and he's able to do the rest with his legs and take it all the way.
So here's Santos after the touchdown. He's out to kick this one off. On the return, it's Chenault. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. This team's offense ready to take over as we check out the playoff race in the NFC. And things are getting a little tight with 2 weeks left in the regular season. Already, we can look ahead in both conferences to some critical divisional matchups ahead in Week 18. And the quarterback scrambling, maneuvers his way back to the line of scrimmage, but that's all he can get out of that one. He'll try again here, 2nd and 10. Off the play fake, it's Smith. Over the middle, Metcalf has it. And they'll be set up now. Up past the 40 with that one.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Seahawks.
Gino now on 1st and 10. Outright, Smith and Jigba has it.
Defense does a nice job here initially using zone coverage to take away the middle of the field. That's the most valuable real estate in football. Quarterback gets off his first read, sees some openings to the sideline, and him and his receiver are able to connect.
Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this is one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete. Nice job by the defense there, stopping him short on 3rd down. Brings up 4th, but Mike, honestly, I don't think there's much decision to be made. He's got to keep his offense out there. They need to come away with points. Find themselves down multiple scores in this one. They're going to have to maximize these possessions. So this offense, they think this is a prime opportunity to go for it through the air on 4th down. But this defense was having none of it. Nowhere for the quarterback to go with the ball, no easy completions, and this defense forces a huge stop on 4th down.
Here's a run up the middle with Herbert. What more could you ask for on 1st down? Nice run of 8, setting up 2nd and short. So, 2 minutes to play here in the 2nd half. Greg and I back for the conclusion in a moment. Here's 2nd and 2. Running from the pistol, it's Herbert. And he'll get past the marker. So he's got a 1st down on that gain of 5.
That's good for a Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On the handoff, this is Herbert. Not a lot on that one. He'll take it down to the 36. Here's a 2nd and 9. Here's a handoff to Herbert. And he will work his way down inside the 30, a pickup of 6. Third down, 3 to go.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
So this one in the win column for the Bears. They get it done to the delight of this crowd. We saw a snowball or two launched in jubilation as time expired. Now these fans, we have to battle the roadway. Safe getting home, folks, but sure it was worth it after a home victory. So that'll just about do it for Greg Olson and our entire team. I'm Mike Tirico. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Bears get the win at home as we say so long from along the lakefront at Soldier Field in Chicago.